The Cleveland Browns have made some moves here in July as they went out and signed quarterback Josh Rosen. Matthew Peterson from Chat Sports coming at you guys for a second time today. We wrapped up our live show not long ago, but now Andrew Berry decides, I've had enough of just sitting on my hands. Why don't we go out and sign a quarterback and get the news cycle churning a little bit? So Adam Schefter tweeting out saying, Cleveland is signing former first-round pick Josh Rosen to a one-year deal per sources, despite spending time with 5 other NFL teams. My favorite part about this tweet is the second part here. This is clearly just copy and pasted from what Rosen's agent texted Adam Schefter, saying, Rosen is only 25 years old, and those who have been around him believe he is ready to prove he belongs. He may be belonging on a practice squad. I'm going to be honest with you guys here. This is not a blockbuster move here, okay? This is not a signing of, does this mean Jacoby Brissett has some competition for QB2? No. If anything, Rosen is just competing with Josh Dobbs to be the practice squad quarterback. Ultimately, you see a lot of teams go into training camp, which, by the way, kicks off in 5 days, and they need some extra arms to just keep reps and drills moving along. That's really what this is, in my opinion. Just an extra training camp body, and it happens to be a bit of a notable name like Josh Rosen when you got all the Deshaun Watson drama floating around right now. But let me know what your one-word reaction is to the Rosen signing. We're going to check out some stats and kind of break this down a little bit more for you, but I want you all to interact early on in the show. Let me know in the comments what your one-word reaction is. If I had to pick one, I'd go with depth, right? And that's kind of what I was just alluding to. Andrew Berry wants 4 quarterbacks for training camp. A lot of teams rolled 4 QBs. That's not abnormal. And this just happens to come at a time when there's some QB controversy going on here. But let's go down the timeline of Josh Rosen's career. Former first-round pick, 10th overall by the Cardinals back in 2018. That was one of those armchair GM moments where in 2018 I thought, that's not going to work out very well. He just had a really good game with UCLA and a comeback against A&M, and that's why he's going in the top 10. Played 14 games there, started 13. Cardinals realized you're not the answer. They got the first-round pick, the first overall pick, and they go with Kyler Murray and start over really quickly. Then he goes to Miami, appears in 6 games. In Miami, made 3 starts, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. So the Dolphins are like, all right, we see why the Cardinals dumped you. We're moving on. Then the Bucs bring him in. We're like, well, we need a backup, and you can be a good, decent third stringer. I guess he just wasn't funny enough maybe in the locker room to get a second stint, because then he goes to San Francisco, and then he comes over to ATL last year. We played him 4 games, made 4 appearances. He went 2 for 11 and threw 2 interceptions. He completed just as many passes to his own teammates as he did to the opposing team when he was with the Falcons. Overall in his career, here are the numbers. I mean, this is why he's on his, 5th team now? Yeah, 6th team. 6th team in 4 years. I mean, when you go 12 touchdowns to 21 interceptions, it's kind of amazing he's still in the league. I'm sorry, Josh. I hate to, rain down on your parade as you join the Browns, but let's call it how it is. And you know that, too. When you have 12 touchdowns to 21 interceptions, something is peculiar if you're still in the NFL after 4 or 5 seasons. Now listen, when Browns news and rumors breaks, we've got you guys covered. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you go ahead and do so, because I really doubt any other Browns YouTube channel has got a video out already for you all. So make sure you join the Dog Pound right here by clicking that subscribe button and join over 10,000 strong. When it comes to the Deshaun Watson half of it, well, not even half, side of this, do not read into this too much. Meaning, do not take the Browns signing Josh Rosen as maybe a bit of panic from Andrew Berry of, does that mean Watson's going to be suspended for a long time and that's why they're signing a quarterback? No. It really wouldn't matter. Baker could still be the quarterback and Watson could be with the Saints right now. And they may still very well go out and sign a quarterback. Maybe not Josh Rosen, but this is not a connect the dots time. Don't do that, guys. This is not what that is. This is teams wanting 4 quarterbacks in training camp, starts in 5 days. Andrew Berry's doing his job. Now, if you want to look at Josh Rosen on the depth chart here, I will maybe add it's good for him. Good for him for sticking around after seeing these stats. But listen, I personally think Josh Rosen is beyond playing with house money at this point. We talked about him on the show 2-3 days ago when news broke that the Browns were looking into maybe signing a quarterback. They brought A.J. McCarron in, brought Josh Rosen in. Clearly it was who's in better shape. You know what I mean? That's really what that competition looked like today of who put on the least amount of beer belly weight. All right, it's Rosen. Fourth quarterback job is yours. Keep the line moving, keep the drills moving along when we're in training camp, and we don't want to hurt Watson. And Brissett needs a breather. Dobbs is working over there with the tight ends, and we need someone to run scout team offense. Yeah, Rosen, that's going to be your job. Now, let me ask this question here. If you guys are ready, actually not even a question, more of like a plea. If you're ready for the Watson drama to end, because I believe it could be wrapping up very shortly, type me down in the comments. I personally am. I know it's fun. I wouldn't say fun, but it's at least something to talk about during the dog days of the offseason. But I'd rather be talking about football with you guys here. All right, getting back to Rosen here as we kind of wrap up the show a little bit here. I think he's just coasting off his first-round pick. Maybe that's my Matthew deep dive analysis here. When you're picked 10th overall, that's going to buy you some time in the league. As long as you're not an asshole, you're going to be able to coast a little bit. And GMs are going to be looking around trying to add a third, fourth-string quarterback. They're going to look at the pool, and they're going to go, well, Rosen was taken 10th overall. It's worth seeing if he's got anything in him because the quarterback position is the most important position in all of sports. So GMs often will go, listen, we're not actually really believing all that much into you, but when it's this important of a position and there's some potential on the street, yeah, we'll see if you can maybe light the world on fire and just earn a roster spot. Let's just start there, right? Earn a backup position. Maybe actually comes in here and shows, yeah, I can rival Jacoby Brissett. Very unlikely. I think he is here to rival Josh Dobbs for the practice squad spot. So don't look at this as, oh, does this mean we have competition for QB2? Yeah, there's always competition. That's the NFL. Is it difficult competition for Brissett? Not really, in my opinion. He's head and shoulders above Dobbs and Rosen. I mean, we looked at the Rosen stats earlier, and now you look at his journey. There's a reason why 5 teams have moved on from him one after another. You got to read between the lines a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When 5 GMs bring you in and leave you out the door the next year, sure, it's very situational, and it's not right time, not right place for Rosen. Hey, we're not looking for a backup QB of your stature right now. We're looking for maybe more of an established backup or veteran backup, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, you got to look at the facts, and those are he's got 12 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. This is not a move to rival Deshaun Watson. This is simply Andrew Berry doing his job, which is he needs a fourth quarterback for training camp. Josh Rosen, in his opinion, was the best guy on the street. All right, that's going to do it for us on today's show. I really appreciate all of you for clicking onto it, making us a part of your day. Second time we came on the screen here at the Browns Report, had our live show earlier. You can check that out. Links in the comments and the description if you want to get more Browns news and rumors. As always, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you later with more Browns news and rumors.